Residents of Northdene and Durban have been without water since Sunday due to water pump failures. Other areas affected by the water shortages are Chatsworth, Queensburg and Pinetown. eThekwini city officials are expected to visit the pump station today to assess progress on maintenance. For more on this, let's cross to our colleague Mlondi Radebe. Very good morning to you. Mlondi, take us through what are the problems relating to this pump station and how residents are affected.
Thank you very much. The residents of eThekwini in the west and north part of Durban, they are also suffering because of the shutdown of the station or the failure of the Northdene power basically water station recently, and they've been without water for more than 4 days in these areas. But the municipality is saying slowly they are fixing the problem and they are making sure that water tankers are supplying water in these areas to make sure that residents are not suffering during these times, especially because it's COVID-19 and everyone needs to use water frequently. Next to me is Councillor Thandukolo Sabelo, who will briefly tell us about the program that they are having in this area. Bab Sabelo, briefly about the water shortage and the pump station failing.
Yes, indeed. In some of the areas, not all the areas, in the western part of eThekwini and the southern part of eThekwini, a pump station failed. There was a pack-up of pumps which led to the failure of the entire pump station, which led to these areas not being able to receive water for a number of days now. What we have been doing as a municipality, we have been working around the clock to try and fix these pumps that had packed up. What I can say and can confirm now is that some of the areas, especially in the western side of the municipality, are now receiving water because of the solution that we came with. Areas such as Chelimnyama, Nakina, St. Wendolins, and other areas. But there are still a large number of areas that are not receiving water. But what we can confirm is that we have a contingency plan through the water tankering system that we have as eThekwini municipality. We know it's not the most ideal way of providing water to the people, but it seems as the option that we have now. We started with about 50 water tankers supplying these communities. Yesterday, by yesterday, we had upped the numbers to about 90 water tankers. But today, we have now taken a decision that we are now going to put it to about more than 110 water tankers so that enough water can be received by residents. We are working with the community leaders, we are working with ward councillors, we are working with our community participation to spread the word in the communities that these are the water tankers and these are the times the water tankers will arrive so that they can draw some water and keep in their households.
We do see that this infrastructure in eThekwini are aging. What can you tell us about that? Was this as part of the aging infrastructure? Is the municipality capable to deal with the problems?
Definitely, what we can say is that a lot of the infrastructure in the municipality is aging. Some of the infrastructure is from the apartheid area, but the municipality has got a program of renewing this infrastructure. We have started in many areas, we are renewing this infrastructure. And in this pump station particular, we had also started a program where we are going to procure new pumps for this pump station. And that program, before we could finish it, the pump packed up, which led us to this crisis that we are facing today. But we are in a process of renewing the infrastructure, including this pump station. It will be renewed in no time.
There's an allegation that this was a man-made problem. What can you tell us in relation to that?
Well, the DA will always be the Democratic Alliance or the Devil's Alliance. They will always try to gain cheap political points in a time when our people need solution. They've got no solutions to this problem. The only thing they can do is to spread lies and say this was man-made. This is not man-made. We've got amongst the top engineers who are here from the municipality and an independent contractor, which is also an engineer, to also come and help us with this pump. They've given us a report which states that this was as a result of a failing pump, but is not man-made. So the DA will always be a DA to try and gain cheap political points in a time where our people need solutions. And the ANC-led municipality is providing solutions to our people. As I've said to you earlier on, that there are areas which have now been restored, but there are still some number of areas which are not restored, which we will restore in no time.
How soon is this pump station will be up and working?
We are unable to say now that how soon it will be working, because we don't want to give a date and we find that that date we are unable to provide water to the people. We have sent in some of our motors to Johannesburg, where it's going to be fixed. So we are waiting a report today from the engineers in Johannesburg. So up until we receive that report, we are unable to estimate when. But what we can say is that we will be providing an alternative service through the water tanker services of the municipality.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
There was Councillor Thandukolo Sabelo briefing us about this condition in eThekwini, and you'll understand that when they are telling us that they are using more than 110 water tankers to provide water, it shows you that it's a large place, or it's a large number of people who are affected by this. I'll just ask my colleague Ubuhle just to show you this pump station as the engineers are working, trying to make sure that residents of eThekwini, especially in the west and the south part of Durban, including Chatsworth and other areas, they get water. But for now, it's very hard to tell us, the municipality is saying that it's very hard for them to estimate when will be the pump station running and when will be the people getting water through their taps. Back to you in studio.
Let's take you, thank you so much for that update. Let's take you now live to the State Capture Commission. Proceedings for the day have resumed. Let's take you there live.